Greetings, beloved souls. Welcome to Friday. I do apologize for not being live last night. I had some technical difficulties that needed my attention, and I am here. I am live with you for the next installment of I Am Hillis on Being Omni. That's me, the end all, the be all. And so this week I'm going to just continue the journey of me from religion to spirituality and how I really got to be who I am, where I am today as an omniresonance architect, as a healer, as a psychic medium, all these things. And I'm going to conclude this week by sharing you something very important that came to me in a meditation that was really interesting and something that I have to integrate and still integrating with this new energy that is incoming as we are still collectively in fourth density and allowing for this energy to express itself the way that it's being asked to be expressed. And so here we go. So I forgot where I left off last week, but what I want to share with you this week is, you know, how did I get the inspiration to being a psychic medium? How do I get the inspiration to being a healer? How did I get this inspiration to be of service to others at this capacity, right? And so we all have this intuition. We all have our intuitive gifts, our inner knowing. And it is in that space, in that reality, that we have to allow ourselves to trust what we feel, trust what we know, trust this energy that is leading us on this path. Because at the end of the day, regardless of what choices and identities you choose to be and express, you orchestrated all of this. This is your life. This is your plan with the injection of free will. You can choose to alter your plan. You can choose to alter the course. You can choose to alter many things in the plan that you created for yourself and those who you interact with. And so it was maybe about 2010 is when my intuitive gifts really began to come online. And I really didn't know how to seek help. I didn't know where to go to receive this because I knew this was a thing because as a child, I used to have premonitions. And the biggest premonition was the premonition of me seeing my grandmother die. And that premonition kind of paused me. That was back in 2006 when I received that premonition. No, sorry. I think it was maybe 2005, 2004, 2005 when I received that premonition and my grandmother transitioned in 2006. And so when I received that, I just paused everything and said, this isn't real. This can't be happening. And with my beliefs then, I really didn't have a strong belief system of really understanding how my life was unfolding because at that time, I stopped going to church. I stopped everything that was connected to religion, to this container. And as I stopped that and got this premonition, it opened me up to receive more. But in the space of receiving more, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready to have these gifts, have these abilities to tap into this energy. So when I saw my grandmother transition, the way that I saw it in the premonition, and for those of you that don't know what a premonition is a vision that could come to you, whether it's a waking state or in a dream state of a probable future. Now, keep in mind, premonitions may not always happen the way that they happen. It's just a way of forecasting and foreseeing particular events. And so when I saw this premonition of my grandmother transitioning the way that she did, my abilities just automatically turned off. That was the first time that happened. Second time it happened was around, I believe it was 2010. 2009, 2010 is when the second time it happened, when I had this very dramatic event in my apartment, felt a spirit, and then all of a sudden all my abilities came online and it was like a surge of this energy. And then I began to hear and pick up on other people's thoughts as I walked past them. And it was very overwhelming. And I ended up turning it off again. And so it wasn't until I moved to Brooklyn in 2013. And then I believe proceeded in late 2013, early 2014 is when I began to go to psychic mediumship school to really begin to hone my abilities because I wasn't prepared for all of this stuff coming in. So it's like, what is this? What is this? What is this? So then I went to school to have this, this energy and to understand what it is, my gifts, and all of this. And so I went to psychic mediumship school for a better part of a year. And at that same time, I was introduced to plant medicine. And so going to school and doing plant medicine, all these things, it was like, okay, this isn't as overwhelming as I thought it would be. And so as I allowed myself to move in that space, and then I completed my certification as a psychic medium or intuitive consultant. I was so proud. I was so proud. And at the time, my shaman at the time made his transition, and I could not go to his services. And so he made a visit to me on my graduation day in psychic mediumship school. That was like the coolest thing ever. My shaman visited me in spirit at my graduation day. It was an amazing thing. And so upon my completion of this, of, of my psychic mediumship, it's like, well, there's more, right? There's got to be more. There's got to be more. There's got to be more. So then that's why I discovered Reiki, doing the energy healing, like putting hands on as the Baptists and apostolics and the Catholics, just putting hands on people to make them heal, to help them be better. And now I understand where that tone and phrase came from. It came from ancestral cultures, ancestral lineages, because that's what they did literally to put hands on people to heal them. So I learned more about this and how this impacted my life and how I could be of service to others by putting hands on people and understanding me being a conduit for this work, me being a light transmitter of this energy to be of service. It was really a remarkable thing that I could actually change someone's life. Hmm. To change someone's life by putting my hands upon them and wishing them to be better, having this desire for them to be better. Who knew? And so I went down that path, and then as I allowed myself to receive more, to understand more, to be more, and I was about to do my level 2 Reiki certification. And those who know me may have heard the story before. I was on Facebook, and then I realized the moment that this was something more. I read this post from my teacher, and it listed everything that I wanted to do, everything that I wanted to incorporate in my work. It's like, hey, I want to do this. I sent the email. It's like, hey, I want to do this. I want to work on this. 8 months of me clearing my trauma, clearing my pain, clearing all of this. 8 months. And yet still there's stuff that comes up years, almost a decade later. Stuff that has been forgotten about, or stuff that's reoccurring. Because we have to clear the layers, layer by layer, cell by cell. have to clear it all. And it's a fascinating journey, but 8 months it took me to be attuned to this Lemurian frequency, to the Sirian energy, to connect with it. And now, almost a decade later, I'm still discovering new things about this particular energy, new things that I discovered in books about Mu, Lemuria, the Dogon, all of this stuff, and how it's all intricately connected. It's fascinating, and how everything, every modality that we talk about, every modality that is practiced is all connected to source, and how it's all interwoven, interconnected, depending on what it is that you want to do. I just thought it was beautiful. And so I just continued to go down this path. And so that's how I really ended up where I'm at, is simply because, the premonition of my grandmother, the premonition of my grandmother is really what catapulted me through all of this. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you for honoring your purpose in my life for me to do what I do. Hmm. It's beautiful when things like that happen. But now that I have a better understanding of what this is and what I'm able to wield and connect with, it brings up another question. So this past week, I had a very interesting meditation, very profound meditation. It's something that I always believed in, but this confirmed what I always knew. So, as a spiritual individual, my peers, we all talk about there being multiple paths to the one, multiple paths to source energy. We talk about this, we say it a lot. It's like, yeah, there's more than one way to reach source. And in my meditation this week, it was confirmed for me that there's one path, one way to source. And I know it's an oxymoron to say, or it may not be in alignment with others' beliefs, ideas, whatever. Whatever you believe. Your belief is your belief. But in this vision of understanding that there's one path to source, and that one path is you. That one path is you. And that one path may have many branches for you to connect to the one. Many interactions, many teachings, many lessons. But it's in that one path that you honor, the one path that you walk, the one path that you choose, the one path that you've orchestrated is yours and yours alone. Once you allow yourself to believe in your one path, your one true path, nothing can get in the way of that. When you discover your one purpose, your one path, your oneness of self, you feel the connection to source energy. You feel the source in you, the source energy. You feel that. It resonates. It's something that is unexplicable. It's just a knowing, it's just a feeling. It's that energy of really honoring that space that you've manifested for yourself, the space that you orchestrated for you to have that room to spread out, to expand, and to simply be. And when you allow yourself to be, everything changes. So, my question to you right now: who are you allowing yourself to be? What path are you choosing to walk? What energy are you allowing yourself to hold? And in this energy of truly understanding who you are and what you are, I want to leave you with this. One of my favorite pieces that came into my awareness this day something that I wrote some time ago. I feel it was appropriate to share with you guys this evening. And the name of this poem is titled Soul Signature. So just take a moment to settle in as I do. And feel the energy that is expressed in these words. Soul signature. What is your soul? What do you identify with? What is it you feel? What is your mark? An imprint known to others? From the light given and shared? Listening to the voice, feeling the vibration, trusting the creation, understanding the process. An expectation unique to self, rising from the core to take notice. A shift in awareness, allowing your soul to speak. Knowing this new expression is the true you. Exploration of this new space is bringing new sensations of light. I am expanding consciousness. I am evolving to my higher self. The process that shaped and transformed my desires. I am this soul. I am connected to this soul. I am more than I am more than my mind perceives. I identify with the energy of creation. I identify with the collective. My experience, my expression is unique to self, yet shared with all. My signature is my light, my vibration. We are beacons for each other. We attract and gather with unified energy. Our signature is one of love. Our soul responds to love. Simply love. This is your time, dear souls, just as it is mine. Allow yourself to feel the energy and embark on your path to heal, to nurture, to receive what is meant for you, to allow yourself to be free from the containers, to step into the space and understanding the beautiful wisdom that you are connected to, understanding the light that you hold, honoring self with self, loving self with self, being more, allowing more, connected to more. Thank you, dear souls. Hope you have enjoyed tonight's wisdom. This light is now light. The sun is shining in on my face. Filling the space with lots of love and joy. Until next week, beautiful ones, have an amazing day, amazing week. And if you like a particular topic to be discussed, put it in the comments below. But remember, I'm always here for you. To be of service to you brings me so much joy. As you now begin your journey, I share tools with you to expand on your journey. And these tools can be found on my website, hillispew.com. If you go into the soul offerings, I believe that's what it's called, You can check out the downloadable transmissions, the meditations, the activation to assist you on your path and journey, connecting back to oneness. So till next time, beautiful souls, have a beautiful, amazing week.